pick against Slardar. Troll, basically one of the hardest lane counters in the entire game to Slardar. He has the miss chance, which makes it so Slardar can't commit onto you with bashes, and then also has the range, which allows him to harass you without trading. So really miserable matchup in lane for Slardar. They might even consider making it like a 5-position Slardar. I don't know if
it's been a bit.
If
would you even
does
consider like Shaker normally a partner to run with the Slardar? Like, don't you normally want those like Dark Willow, those range heroes to sit behind him?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird opening, to be honest, from Liquid. I think they have something in store for us that we're not ready for. I don't think they're at all surprised by this Troll Warlord pick.
Yeah.
It seems very obvious that they would respond that way. So they clearly have something in mind. They kept to the blue script with the first hero, but they immediately
switch it up.
Yeah, so I'll look for maybe a red-blue hero like they did last round, like a puck, so that they can smoothly transition back to the blue that Aiden was talking about as he was analyzing the other drafts, in case you're wondering where I'm pulling this out of my ass or not. Oh, Thunder Predator did take the first game off OGC,
nice.
and OGC beat EG, so
in game 1, yeah.
Therefore Thunder Predator is better than EG.
Yep. By comparison. No,
right,
but it is fun to see him, dude. I would say, like, everyone keeps asking me, yo, who's the next up-and-coming, like, NA player from pubs and stuff? And it honestly, there's no one in the past year that I just really feel impressed with. But on Thunder Predator, that Frank is like one of the most improved like players I have seen in a long time in South America. So it's awesome to see him. So yeah, they take game 1 off OGC. Impressive stuff there.
Did you not watch Zoomies at the previous qualifier?
Oh, I watched them. I watched them. Yes, and I will abstain.
I feel like South America is underrated with how much depth they have there. Like,
I agree. 100%.
Like if you look at their 6th, 7th, 8th best team, they're way better than NA's 6th, 7th, 8th.
100% agreed. Yes.
If you look at the last dynamic of like a lot of obviously SA players play in NA pubs, so there's a lot of overlap there. I think the last 3 years have been NA players whining about SA players being in our pubs, and then somewhere along the lines they're just better than us now.
Yeah.
So
now the SA players whine about getting NA players.
Sure.
Why do we get them on our USC servers?
Oh, God damn it! I've got IX Mike in my game.
I'm telling you, man, the SA region is improving much faster than the NA region. I think I
agree 100%.
I've talked about attitude in general. I think SA players just come into our games, no cares in the world, just cares wins. And and NA players spend the entire game
cares
saying,
ego.
Can this guy please speak English? And it's like, he's beating you. Why does he have to speak English? But
I also think it's because Leo Style switched his back. I hate when he was Drake, and I don't know what the hell that name was. Leo Style.
Is that the same player?
Yeah, Drake and his Leo Style.
Oh, my God, I did not know that.
Yeah. That's why you're like, why is this guy ranked 20? Who the hell is this dude?
Yeah.
And okay, Keeper of the Light. Haven't seen much of this hero.
I think what happens for SA players is they play at NA and they look kind of underwhelming because they're on like 120 ping.
Yeah.
And then they come to these lands and the mid laners just dumpster.
They look way better,
Yeah, I think that's really what – because they are very high-skilled players, and the ping does make a difference in high-skill matchups in the mid lane especially.
I mean, you've talked about it just yesterday when we were talking. You've thought about like this East and like just playing on 80 ping. You played on 10 ping for a little bit, and you went to 80, and you said you could feel it. Like,
okay,
imagine being SA.
Being here, I've been interested because apparently Emo was playing a pub against somebody here, and Emo said, I'm on 80 ping, can't go mid.
Yeah.
And that's the mid laner for IG. And then I talked to Artur, who said he recently moved to the eastern coast of Canada, and I asked him, why's the move? And he said he wanted to be able to play European pubs, and he wanted to have 20 ping on US East.
Yo, Brian, why you could just take my story like that, huh?
Take your story?
My story about Emo. You just take my story.
Dude.
I told you that story.
Dude, it was
with
relevant to the conversation.
It was with CCNC. CCNC offered him mid. And Emo's like, nah, I've got 80 ping. Can't mid. So he safe lane carries
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it makes a big difference.
That's nuts, man. 80 ping is not very much. But I mean,
if the other guy's on 5
level,
ping, if the other guy's on 5 ping, like it's
specifically for the mid lane and
sure.
certain players who have that like hyper aggressive mid play style, I think it could make a difference.
I think on
Brian
a lot of
tried to tell my story right in front of me.
He
I saw you back there too, like eating your crackers
right now.
I could feel someone's presence, and it was an angry presence. I was like,
hold my Swedish fish, I'm going in.
This is quite a throwback to Coddle Bristle. It could be a Carry Bristle at this rate, based on what they have as their other heroes. Maybe mid Bristle if it's something crazy. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is with that.
Carry Slardar even. You said the troll match over Slardar is pretty good, so maybe you just don't lane slaughter
Yeah,
against Troll.
all the second round bans are insanely good for Bristle. AA is really hard to play against. Razor's really hard to play against. Batrider's really hard to play against, and so is Necro. So somehow they've like had C9 help them pick this Bristle back. The only problem I've ever had with Bristle this patch is that he's bad against a lot of heroes that are popular, and Timbersaw's banned out, Slark's banned out. There's actually so many bans that are so good against Bristle that this might be the sickest Bristle game I've seen this patch. So we'll have to see how they make use of it. Could be carry because of that.
And Bristle's one of those, I don't know, Bristle's like the biggest feast or famine hero for
He
me.
really
You either
is.
feel like a god or you're 0-9 trying to tank. He's so feast or famine.
If they stack for him, I think that's a big part of Bristleback's power spike,
Yeah.
is getting that triple or quadruple ancient stack around the 9 to 10 minute mark. You also get like all the neutral items in 1 second from going to those, because they made it so neutral items are 30% drop rate from ancients. So clearing ancient stacks is
Pretty big.
a big deal, yeah.
I got a question, just random hero. What happened to Kunkka?
I think just over nerfed.
Just over-nerfed on him.
I think he's still playable too. He's
Yeah, he's
still
just like a
few
9th,
Kunkka
10th
picks here and
situation,
there.
Yeah.
pick, right?
Yeah. If you suddenly lack team fight and you're last picking your mid and need some catch as well, like Kunkka
fine.
seems all right.
He's still the same hero. It's just much longer cooldown on X. It used to be a 2-second downtime.
It's pretty
And
good.
now it's like 6 or 8 second downtime or something on X, so it's not completely broken. But just another hero where, because of the numbers nerfs, enough matchups were bad enough for him
Changed, yeah.
that you can't just pick him early in the draft. And heroes like Slardar, for instance, are kind of at that critical mass where their numbers are good enough that you can kind of just pick them and the hero will do what it does.
And well, I talked about Snake King not getting a last pick hero, but looks like he will be getting the last pick hero here for C9.
Could be a Clockwork offlane.
Could
It's actually
be.
not a bad core Clockwork game.
Isn't Clockwork like...
I hate playing against Coddle, personally.
Oh yeah, he can blinding light you out of the cogs.
Yeah, because he's got such a long range.
That's why
for
you
it,
buy
too.
Ags though, because he blinding lights you out and then you rehook it.
Power up on your little robot and get in there.
Dude,
Also,
sometimes
you can get
Ags
stuck in your
Clockwork-
cogs from the Will-O-Wisp.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good
Bomb,
point.
and you're just like, get me out,
But
get
that's
out,
why
get me
you,
out.
that's why
Whoa,
you go
you're right.
Ags, because you get 200
True.
attack speed to kill the Will-O-Wisp.
No, you were right. It is looking to be that off-lane Clockwork here.
Interesting. They do only have
Let's pick a Witch
2
Doctor.
melee heroes to cancel this Witch Doctor ult. And it's really scary for these strength heroes in the side lanes to lane against Witch Doctor specifically.
It's a pretty sick Witch Doctor game. They're running it as a 4 position too.
Ooh.
it looks
Whoa, the God of Thunder!
Against
That's Zeus, by
Clockwork,
the way.
though, so
Against a core clock, yeah.
they do have a lot of counter initiation, like the bump out of the cogs from the Coddle as well as the Fissure. But I mean, I like C9's draft kind of again this game, but I also think last game they showed they can't necessarily execute as well as they should as a team. So Boxy's got a Slardar. I think it's going to come down a lot to whether or not he gets completely obliterated in the offlane, just being against Troll, such a hard counter.
Yep, and you see that loot bet. They have Liquid as the heavy favorite. The question is, do you guys at home have it the same way? Type in chat who you think's going to win, and we will be right back to see that in about 60 seconds. Welcome back, and there you see it, Zeus, the god himself. And okay, Bren, right when we went away with our mics, you kind of talked about how Clockwork is good against Zeus, but then right after that, you're like, this is a good Zeus game. Well, why'd you say that?
It's just a lot of, like, he should be able to get saved, and he has a lot of heroes to run in front of him. So he can almost certainly, once he builds like 1 or 2 small survivability items, he can innately just be able to deal out the damage in fights. Usually Zeus struggles if he's just getting ran at the entire fight.
They don't have any saves though, like technically, right? Obviously, you have like this fish
They
or
have
the blinking.
disengages.
Yeah, they do. So you're just
Disengages.
okay. You're fine with that then.
Which in this specific game is a save because DP and Troll aren't really good at chasing you once
Yeah.
you get like 4-stabbed or anything like that. And then Clockwork, same idea. I would like to see 1 or 2 early 4-staffs coming out from Liquid. I wouldn't be surprised
Whoa.
if he tries to go for greedy items on Zeus, but we are seeing a
Yeah,
level
we got a
1 engagement.
4v4. What in the world? Mickey is actually taking a ton of damage. Make it a 5 from Liquid. Mickey will be able to make it out. Snake King's the one in trouble now. Whirling Axes go out. They slow him down enough.
He's
Now
brawling.
Snake King, he wants to go. This is what we like to see. Running at each other. The only one not here is the Witch
Get the
Doctor.
outpost.
Oh, They will.
The 5-man outpost.
Dude, this
I don't think I've ever seen a 4-man outpost of sub-0 minutes into the game.
it feels like that's the one guy you want there is the Witch Doctor. He loves those kind of skirmishes,
Yeah.
but he will get both runes now.
Yeah.
Looks, are they going to get 3 runes? No, it'll be a 2 for 2.
Or like some Power Rangers moment where they're like combining their powers together.
Yeah, that was fun. You don't see those much anymore. You really don't see like early game skirmishes.
He's going to TP top on Bristle. He has the Coddle for mana, though, so. Pretty much every 5 position I'm seeing right now is buying first item headdress.
Yeah.
Or boots. Jabs is buying boots and winning, so I don't know why Insania is buying headdress still, but.
Boots first Coddle.
Yeah.
You have like built-in boots with Coddle's move
Yeah,
speed,
I don't
right?
know. I'm just saying, he was commenting all series about how Jabs goes first item boots.
Okay.
And then he did.
And then he doesn't buy it, so he's clearly not learning. He's not drafting all blue heroes, and he's not going boots first, so. Oh, does miss the CS there.
Are you surprised he didn't start with a stick on Ace? Do you not versus Zeus? You just flied out?
I'm kind of surprised, personally. Zeus does have pretty decent base damage now, so you can't just buy stick.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be able to contest him with just a right-clicking last hits.
And DP does have a pretty long backswing herself, so honestly for Zeus it's not too terrible. Will be the nuke. It's Boxy. So what do you want to see out of this lane? From C9 bottom, you just want to see troll farm, right? Farm, hit creeps, then eventually TP top, the normal. Nothing crazy this game, it seems.
You want to see C9 get aggressive with the level 2 Maledict. I feel like that's when suddenly they hit this power spike in their lanes. But
Clockwork gets really scary with level 3 as well,
Yeah.
so that's really going to be their timing.
Oh, throws the coconut to try to stop the pull. Will he at least get the range creep? Doesn't look like it.
Snaking was the player I primarily watched when I was looking to pick Clockwork this
dead
patch.
here, right?
Nice fight.
Does he have stay? He used his
He used
stay. He
already.
is getting beat down. The minus armor
Why is he
stacking
not running
up.
into tower?
He's getting smashed.
Oh, the
He
blinding
pushed
light.
away, but still gets the kill. Now
fine.
snaking. You got to be careful.
I thought he was going to run into tower, and I thought Snaking was going to walk out of tower range so the creeps wouldn't be there. That's what I thought he was going to do, but neither of them did that, so.
It's first blood.
I think he could have lived there if they both were on the same page.
That's the thing we kind of talked about, right? Misery. He's still pretty new to this role up here, and it's rough.
Well,
Especially against a
Snaking-
bristle. He just runs at you, man. Like it's hard. It really is.
I'm playing another kind of more traditional 5-position
Yeah, you're
hero. Seems to be his style, something at least Cloud9 want to try and make work.
The thing I am concerned about for Cloud9 is Clockwork's not a farming offlaner. Witch Doctor's not really a farming support, and neither is Oracle. So, and like DP, she gets farm, but she's not like a wave clearing split pusher or anything. So like who's their wave clear? And that comes into concern for me, especially because you have these like Slardar plus Earthshaker type heroes that are really punishing when you don't have wave clear, because the natural power of their pickoff is so it's just so potent in a game like this, I think.
We'll see him trading, stunned from behind from the Earthshaker. Stops the dive if they want to go for it. Now he's actually blocked out. He might be in a lot of trouble here. He's going to have to run the opposite way to the enemy base. And Quake was like, I guess I'll chase, but maybe not. He's going for the kill himself.
He got the rage creep.
He
It's
did.
worth.
Goes down. They share the bounty. And yeah, Quakeva. What do you do if you're Quakeva now? I guess we'll see.
Ooh, the D ward as well. And he gets the Zeus gets the gold there too.
Yeah,
That's
It's
weird.
Do you Fairy a salve, or do you just want to die here? Looks like he's got his courier coming, so he's going to bring some regen.
I wonder if the bug's been fixed, but shout out to the bug that if the enemy buys a gem and then you get the gem
Yeah.
and you de-ward their wards, the guy that bought the gem gets gold. So the guy gets
The enemy team.
so I'm saying the guy that on the enemy team that bought the gem gets gold for de-warding his wards. So
Nice.
hopefully it's been patched, but I never saw anything about it. So
So just feed a gem to the enemy team and plant a bunch of wards in front of them?
dude, I was wondering because I was playing Batrider one game. I saw this on Reddit later. I was playing Batrider and I was de-warding a bunch of stuff with the opponent's gem, and I'm like, why am I not getting any gold? But apparently it's just going to the opponent's support that bought the gem.
It's funny. And yeah, I know you guys talked about that top lane is strong for C9 at level 3. Oop, regen will be scooped up, but will
No
it be
bottle or
enough?
anything, so he just doesn't get any value out of it. Does deny it, but
Box pulling the creeps. Pretty low, but yeah, you're not going uphill there if you're Pilot Eye. Well, apparently you are.
this is about as good of a start you can ask for from a Slardar in this matchup. Like, even though he's losing by 13, doubled up on the CS, but that's just such a bad lane. And on the other hand, the thing I don't like about Bristle's safe lane is he just naturally shoves the lane, and the offlaner should kind of just get farm out of the lane, especially if the off.
Oh!
They have no stun, though, so he can just TP out if he wants to. For now, he's a nice ward for his team.
He's chilling. I'm actually surprised he TP'd. I thought he'd just stay up there.
Clockwork's got 21 CS. Like, Clockwork is generally a very weak laner. He gets very low base damage. He doesn't really fight you well outside of the wave because of the nature of battery assault.
Stun Maldic, but look who's here. The roaming Earthshaker to steal the rune from him. And now Mekk's chasing.
Okay, he's good.
Just runs away. Will be a 3-for-1 rune exchange for Liquid, though.
Yeah, weird drafts from both teams, to be honest. Like, I'm thinking about the holes in the C9 strategy, as I mentioned already. And then I'm telling you, Clockwork's probably one of the strongest level 5 heroes in the entire game once he gets there, just because battery assault's so good.
Isn't it a little worse, though, against this Coddle? Because we saw it before. He just pushed the Clockwork away, and he couldn't chase.
He can look to a roam mid at some point.
Yeah.
But the problem is Ace is getting picked on by this Earthshaker. I'm definitely going to look for him to go mid on Clockwork.
Slara just not even trying to lane against the troll has really freed up this Shaker to do a lot.
He's still getting good levels here, and that's all you really need on Slardar. Your ult is just so powerful. He is against Oracle, though, so like I said, kind of a lot of question marks up in the air for both teams' drafts, and one of them is going to have the answers that I don't know.
Oh, Boxy, he's going to be okay, and instead Taiga, he's going to smack him.
He fogs him before the Purifying Flames comes out.
He went Tranquils on Slardar. I don't think that's bad. I think I went that against something similar as well. You just keep taking so much damage from these heroes, and you're just trying to get as much as you can, and a hero that has innate sustain problems.
Yep. Rotation from Misery, plants the ward, sees no one's here.
He's really low level, though.
He is level 3, smoked up.
No Clockwork with him. I thought it would kind of be the Clockwork doing this while the Witch Doctor takes the lane.
Clock's about to level 6, that's why. All that XP's been going his way.
You'd be surprised. A lot of times I see Snake King run around the map when he's level 5.
He has the hook. I don't think he needs to use it. He might have to now that he gets blind lighted back, so this should be a kill. Well done, Snake King gets one.
Maybe that's his idea, though, right? You saw there. He knows he can't run around the map with level 5 because the blinding light's such a hard counter. So.
This fast level 6 is such a big threat to the supports as well as that mid Zeus. Clock should have a really good time now with these early levels.
I really hope Troll goes Battle Fury. He has it queued up. I think he has to. Like I said, they just have no wave clear innately with their heroes. And if I'm a Clockwork off lane, I want a core that I'm making space for to be really utilizing it in terms of speeding up their own farm.
Whoa.
When we talk about win conditions, and it feels like this game it needs to be the Troll.
Yeah, the Troll has to be very farmed. I already said, like, the two supports as well as the Clockwork, they just don't get farmed as the game goes on.
Clockwork, he's going down.
Yeah, that's scary. That's a big boy, the Bristleback.
Taiga, man, there's only 4 kills in this game, but Taiga's been everywhere already. Blocks to steal the runes, blocks to get the kills. Doing good.
Have we got stacks going for the Bristle? I wonder if got much there, right?
Looks like he's going to do the double stack. This is really efficient for Bristle. He can clear both with Quills.
Let's watch all you support players at home learn to stack. Oh, God, I hope he doesn't mess up.
I think he's got both.
Yeah, he's got them.
I love the sound.
Easy.
Yep.
Not even
Very nice.
close.
Can you not level 1 blast like the lower part 2 and stack that?
I don't think
Is it not worth
they
the
nerfed
mana,
its
or?
cast. Oh my god, he just ulted on DP to get a stack.
Damn. Is it? I mean, they do have the better late game on C9. Would you say or no? Is the Zeus that scary? The Zeus
is very
Earthshaker?
scary if you cannot kill him, and I think as the game goes on, you will not be able to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as Clock is good against Zeus, when there's no other heroes that get on top of Zeus.
Yeah, when you have like a Slark or something that can follow him up, that makes the Clock a lot scarier for heroes like Zeus. But
he'll
Troll
survive
is
the
not gonna
Clock
do that,
and then get 4-star, blinding light away, and re-engage.
Oh, yeah, all the neutral items, all the
Stack
farm.
them up.
Get those mango trees going.
Taiga soaking XP.
Thank you. That does leave it free. The Coddle's just staying top. Boxy's just staying bottom. This tier 1 is probably going to fall. Ooh, the Rocket does it. Nice hook shot. Can he get out? I didn't think if he kills a Cog, he can, because he's blocked in by all these trees. Will get a stun, tries to run out. Still getting hit. He is getting healed up, though.
He might be okay. Yeah, he's still Kong Blade.
He is.
They already got the tower, actually. So I don't really know
Need to
what
be
this is
careful.
trying to do here.
Wake was here as well, the Zeus, so they got some burst damage.
No hook, as you said. Oracle ulti not online yet either.
Oh, Sentry will be uphill.
This is what Snake King does when he picks Clockwork, though. He just gets his levels, whether it's level 5, level 6, he just runs around the map afterwards.
I love it. It's like, did we block him out or did we block him in? Now it looks like they blocked him in because he's in a little bit of trouble. Get purged off. you talked about. They did pick the Corrosive Haze into the Oracle.
Immediately, once that hookshot's used, you can see Zeus suddenly play way more aggressive, though. It's like, all right, I can actually run around the map and try find some kills here.
The difference is earlier we saw Fnatic have an Ogre off lane, which is similar to Clock. You know, doesn't really want to farm, wants to run around the map. They had a Puck 4 position, who just naturally scales very well, takes the farm, became the 3 position. I just don't think Witch Doctor does the same thing. I do not think he will make use of that farm nearly as well. As he's not like as independent. What is he doing here?
Insane, yeah. He is just behind a
insane.
Tier 1 tower. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is definitely insane.
Wrong side of the map.
They
He
get
was
him
trying to
another
get the
kill.
bounty, I think, and then they just saw him. Sometimes people forget that 10-minute mark also means it's going to become daytime, so they can just see you from really far away.
He's level 10 on the Bristle, gets the mana regen. Is the highest net worth. Troll pretty close behind him, though. Quoiqua in third.
Interesting he
Fourth,
took the
sorry.
mana regen when he has a Coddle. 20 movement speed on Bristle's pretty value just because your ult gives you % movement speed. But he didn't buy any Soul Rings or Basilius, so I guess he does need it.
Siege unit goes down.
Going for the Halberd against
Yeah.
Troll.
Okay.
Seems like everyone just likes that item now. It gives you so much, right? Like on a strength tier, you get damage, HP regen, and just disarm.
Yep.
Disarm seems really good in Dota right now.
You're getting plenty of physical damage just from the Slaughter Corrosive Haze, and Zeus, of course, being Zeus, so I don't think he needs to go for a damage item, at least not early on.
Oh,
You hate to see it.
I'm stressing out.
What's
Last
worse,
hit.
that or a passive Midas, Grant?
Honestly, probably they're both up there, right? Because they're both.
It's just free gold.
It
not
is.
being
It's
taken.
free gold. You can practice last hitting and stuff, so you know it should be free.
Eternal Envy's busy testing exact builds in demo mode.
Yep.
No
Do you-
time for CS practice.
Do you test a lot of stuff in demo mode, BSJ?
Anytime I've tried to get the discipline of anytime I don't know an exact mechanic,
do
I
it.
put it into demo mode, because I've learned that enough times you talk where you don't know what you're talking about, viewers are going to call you on your BS. So
I haven't had that problem yet somehow, but I'm
Dude,
surprised.
I'm not gonna lie, you're way more
Yeah.
convincing than I am when
Yeah.
you do not know what you're talking
I bet
about.
Brian,
so.
you get that kind of smirk when you're doing it. I've seen your stream when you'll say a number thing and I see a slight lip curl. I'm like, all right, this bullshitter.
Yeah, my poker face
Yeah.
not nearly as powerful.
And you're a
as
good
yours.
poker player. That's the weird thing.
Does not always transfer over, man. Does not always transfer. But yeah, Eternal Envy's definitely one of like the prime demo mode users.
And it could be for the littlest thing. Honestly, the littlest thing. But hey, littlest thing, still a thing. They will try to push this with the second Ghost Ultimate we saw used to clear stacks. Exorcism here, but nukes up.
Dude, Fated
Oh,
Brooch
dodges.
is such a good item. Every time I see a hero with Fated Brooch, I'm like, that's
Oh,
just so good.
no. Snake King, he should be dead. I don't even think you waste your hook shot. He just dies in 3 hits from that Corrosive Haze. I mean, it's the goo and Corrosive Haze. That's a lot of minus armor on a single target.
It is.
Holy, I forgot
Pretty
about the
brutal,
bristle.
yeah.
It just comes down to whether or not this troll is able to scale. I think it comes down to the troll versus the Zeus in the late game. The Earthshaker does go down to Misery. That's a solo kill, by the way.
yeah.
That's just
Misery's
a
online.
cask into Maledict into ult, it looks like.
Must have been, like, if you know Fisher's on cooldown, right, like, you're probably getting a kill on that guy.
This is a pretty powerful Spirit Vessel game. He is going to have it pretty soon on the Witch Doctor. I saw Clockwork initially
yeah, I did
queuing it
too.
up, but since he was giving more of the farm to the Witch Doctor, he's going to elect to go for the pipe against Zeus. Pretty necessary.
It's not a natural for to transition to a lot of farm, but C9's going to try and make it work. Like, we're already seeing Witch Doctor up there with similar net worth to the Clockwork.
Dude, Witch Doctor is 8 and Quoiqua's 9. Misery's having a pretty good time now.
Yeah.
That's the problem I naturally have with Zeus, is it is hard for him to be safe enough to farm, even with just one hero like Clockwork.
Whoa,
This is pretty standard stuff I've seen almost every game. We saw, I believe it was 23 Savage do this as well. That you just ult to get your health back.
Shouldn't you just, like, ult the full creep wave instead of
yeah,
the one
that
that's
was
missing some creeps?
that was a bit weird. But
it
he
is.
got like most of his health
What's the
back.
cooldown on it now, 100?
It's 100, I think. Yeah. 90.
90, but minute and a half. There's going to be the hook shot. Finds one, gets blind light away. Oh, and doesn't get the cock to it. And like you said, he's kind of trapped in there. They do break out. He'll get pulled in one more time. Snake King will get ulted by the Oracle. Can they make it out? They do have the purge as well. They're just trying to run. They're like, there's no time to save you, Snake King. Now I'll try. We're under the tower. We're safe. They're still diving in. You got to be careful. You are a bristle, but they do have damage on C9's side with that Witch Doctor. Pretty high level, actually.
This is how you have to play with Bristle, but at the same time, I don't know. He's just not the same type of carry that a hero like Troll is. going for that Battle Fury. You're going to have around 15 minutes for Eternal Envy. Kind of weird to see him play a carry hero like a carry hero.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a different approach for Envy there.
It's good. That's
Yeah.
what we want to see.
Sometimes
Envy's a
you'd
good
like
player.
him, yeah.
If he plays like a player, you know, if you don't do the crazy stuff, that's the thing.
Just play standard,
Yeah,
more stable Dota.
We'll see. Almost has that Heaven's Halberd now on the bristle.
I'm sure for C9 they're trying to figure out what is their style going to be.
Exactly.
They did arrive into LA a few days early, so I think they had like a mini boot camp before this tournament, but like they had 2 or 3 days of playing together.
I really do think this is a patch where carries need to play like traditional carries. I don't think that this is a mid-game heavy, you know, 2-position carry. You know what I mean? Like
You don't think? Didn't we just see Fnatic win like all their games in like 20, 25 minutes?
Well, what I'm saying is that like your carry eventually is your win condition this
Okay,
patch.
yeah, okay,
like
okay.
sometimes like your offlaner will like win you the game in certain patches
Gotcha.
and stuff. I feel like that's just not the case. Your whole game plan is usually about enabling your carry nowadays.
And well, third Ghost being used. They more than likely are going to get this tier 1
third time's
finally.
the charm.
There they get it. There's the hook shot. It will be on. I love him. Just pushing back. He's not going to get blinding lighted.
Spirit Vessel charges for Misery there. That's pretty important. They've already taken the other 2 mid-tier ones, so even though that mid-tier one was the last one to go, it's by no means a problem in terms of their pace of the game.
I love Snaking just takes the
They
mangoes.
found
Yeah.
the mangoes.
He's like, wait, we don't have to chop it down. He picks up like 3.
They're using our own power against us. SNY Satanic queued up against the Slardar, against the Earthshaker, and then you want the sustain as well against the Zeus. He is the be-all, end-all carry on C9. I said they have virtually no other farmers. I think he needs to itemize purely for himself on the Troll, and that looks like he's in agreement with me there. But when I agree with Eternal Envy,
That is some
Don't know-
crazy,ness.
yeah,
The
that-
BSJ EE connection.
yeah, dude,
Do you play
Back-
on pubs with him a lot?
I do actually.
Okay.
I honestly have played with him a lot recently, and he's like rank 140 in North America, so that's all I
I
gotta
still
say.
remember I think it was the first Dota Summit you came to because Envy was at it, and he was so excited to meet you, and he wanted a BSJ T-shirt.
Yeah, he did.
I
And
do
you got
remember
him a
that
BSJ
one.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
he has the BSJ T-shirt.
Yeah.
He actually he doesn't wear it, but he holds it when he goes to bed at night.
Yep.
Puts it on his anime dolls.
Yeah.
They're wearing the
body
BSJ
pillow.
yeah, the body,
With the
his anime body
BSJ.
pillows. Wearing the promo code BSJ shirt.
Dude, that's actually amazing. They're pressuring this tier 1 themselves. They're trying to defend. Nice. Blink barely gets the second one. Will be a stun thrown out. Can't get the Maledict on the bristle. Tower is Bliff safe for now, but they know Ace doesn't have his ulti quite yet, so they should be kind of scared on C9 right now.
Troll is just farming in the meantime. So,
Oh.
they do get the mid tower on Liquid, but it took a lot of brood force in there.
Got to pressure. Troll, as you said, he's got 2.2 gig, gets a full Yasha now. Damn, he still has a full range drop. He has actually not seen the enemy hero. That'll be a kill on Snake
That's
King.
why you buy the raindrops. The value sustained through the Zeus ult.
Get the mana regen. They're going to chase for more, though. Misery, he is tanky since he did get that Vitality booster, 1,500 life. But so much minus armor. There's the Coconut hitting on 2. They do have the ulti for Mace now, and the Coconut's still bouncing. Misery does the Maldic.
vision.
Oh, the pull-in. Gets it canceled. And as you said, that Fisher probably just saved him that fight.
Troll's looping around from behind, but no, he's not going to fight, it looks like.
Well, I'm back to farming. There's going to be a hood actually picked up on the Death Prophet now.
C9's playing well this game. I feel like they've got a clear idea of how they're going to win it with the farm Troll. Their supports are itemizing right. The way Snake King's running around the map, creating space. He's died once or twice doing so, but it's the right idea. So tactically, they're on point.
There's going to be the hook. Hits onto one. It is the Bristleback. Doesn't push him away. Now they will be out. They're going to try to lock down this Slardar. Might be the first one to die after Snaking, but the Coconut once again is bouncing around. There's going to be a Maledict boxing a little troll, but the dunk comes in, and Envy does get ulted by the Oracle, so he gets his own ulti up.
Halberd.
They're going to be trying to blasting. Mickey, though, as you said, gets that Halberd off, and Envy, we'll
regen
see,
full.
should...
Yeah.
Gets the full. It's a 1-for-1
It's been
trade
kited,
right
though.
now, and he's in a lot of trouble. The Coconut's there. Perfect spacing from Quakeman and Sanya to not let it bounce back, and they're going to get another because of it.
This is what I meant by the Zeus just being able to sit behind his Bristle and Slardar the entire game, dishing out so much damage from behind. And Mickey is, you can't really ignore this guy. He's going to halberd the Troll. He's going to run himself into the middle of the fight, zone out the supports from C9. It's just scary. I really do think, despite having a Bristleback carry, Liquid, Zeus can be all the late game you need because you just don't need damage on your other heroes if Zeus is in the game. as long as he's able to dish it out.
I think the hard thing for Snaking is he's not getting a chance to go on the Zeus because he has to start the fight. He's playing with a Witch Doctor and an Oracle, so he has to go start the fight, which is on the front line typically. Zeus is just going to be playing in Fog. You're never going to get a chance to go on him. So this Zeus didn't even go for a 4-staff. He's gone purely for like more damage-oriented items, the Veil and the Aether, so they've got no answer to Zeus right now.
Yeah, I just don't know. I think Troll needs like Sanj and Yasha, Satanic Abyssal to be what they need him to be, and I don't even know if that's my issue. Is they have all this farm on one hero, and I don't know if it'll be enough. Surprisingly, DP is the third core in this game, which very farmed actually. With going for a Lotus Orb, I'd almost wonder if DP needs to go like Blink Dagger. I think she might need that. We were talking about Clockwork not being a threat because there's no follow-up. I think he needs something, but...
Have DP able to jump in and get on top of Zeus.
Yeah, we've seen DPs go for...
I bet she'll get it after, right? You need the armor in this game versus the Crow, and just taking it off and versus the Bristle. I think he will get Blink, though, next.
I don't think Lotus is crazy bad or anything like that. I've definitely seen Death Prophets go Blink Dagger in games like this where they have a hero that you have to jump in the back lines, such as Zeus.
That's really weird. They 5-man smoke out of Roche there without counter warding, so they just see like Roche die and nobody leaves the pit on Dire. I think they should know what's up because of that. But gets the blink, but no, he'll get hook shot. There's going to be a Yule's Ace. He is going to pop the ulti. Eternal Envy's Courier goes down. That's his SNY. They will get Taiga. They probably want to get more though. You 5-man smoke.
I think Ace should have waited for that exorcism to wait to see if there was actually going to be a fight.
Yeah, that was definitely
because you have the Oracle as well, right? So it's not like I get initiate, I'm not going to get off. You could get saved, and they're going to chase for more.
I just think the major part is you don't want to get gone on before you exo. Like I think that's what his concern was. But you're going on the guy that's going to go on you.
Yeah.
Like you're actually initiating onto the Shaker. So I don't think you should have been scared of that.
And there's no real save for that Shaker.
Yeah.
Like, you know you've got that kill, so.
Yeah, Shaker and Coddle are definitely their priorities here on Cloud9. Obviously, if you can get the Zeus, but like we talked about in the draft, they have a lot of, not save, but punish if you all go on the Zeus. And
TP's coming in.
Yeah, it looked like they want to fight again with no Exo. Gets the Fisher
nice block. This could be trouble because he doesn't have that SNY. It died with his Courier.
The mischance.
There they go for it. They're just going to lock him down. Does get purged off.
He's trying to get out. He has the Aegis, so...
Oh, they isolated the Mika here, but I don't know who's isolating who.
Yeah, unless you got that Maledict here. You're probably not killing him. Well, there's going to be Misery. Ewell's into the air. Casket will only bounce once.
This
really good
spacing. Pretty sick Lotus Orb game. He gets rid of the Spirit Vessel. He gets rid of the Troll Mischance, the DP Silence. The Oracle Disarm as well.
Yeah, you see the Bristleback. The Bristleback controller right now are trading that top spot in the net worth. And for a while, it was just Envy at the top there. So the Bristle's done a good job.
He's just playing up in their face a lot. He's really enabling the rest of his team to play Dota. So I like the way he's playing Bristleback in this game. Even though he's a carry, he knows that it's his job to bake space for, honestly, Slardar and Zeus to try to get some farm. Because those heroes at this stage in the game do struggle to get farm.
He's got the Vampire Fangs on that hero. Oof. It's nice on the Bristle.
Is it like, what, 6% spell lifesteal now?
Yeah.
They nerfed it several times.
6%, 15%.
Yeah,
right-click with the Rampage. You know, not bad.
Bristle, one of the heroes that uses that spell lifesteal so well. What's that? Is Witch Doctor going Ag Scepter next?
I feel you need it. You need the damage.
Yeah.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Oh, and like Bristle has the evasion and stuff, so it's going to give you the True Strike.
But he needs to be cool, because last time we saw him cast it, he just got instantly, he was under the Coddle. That's the problem.
I think he bought the Ogre Axe because he's strongly considering BKB instead of Axe.
It feels like he needs both if he wants to get a good ulti off in the fight, because Zeus can so easily cancel it as well. So,
and the continue to farm is about to get that level 3 ulti, Will. There's initiation here, but it's, as you said, the Bristle might not get the kill. No, he will, because a good block once again from the Earthshaker. Whoa, Snaking, did he force that? No, he got force that. Nice job by Insania there. Ulti coming out as well, pulling to it. Misery should get pulled in again. He does at the last second, and he'll get slithering crushed because of it. Buyback from Oracle, but your whole team's already dead, it feels like.
I don't think it feels like that, Grant. I think it just is.
It is.
Yeah. That's the problem when you have this troll as your #1 net worth. He wants to be farming, but he also needs to be your like fight enabler. And at this stage, these other 3 heroes just get ran up by Bristle, and they're useless. And because of that halberd, he doesn't really care. The only threat is DP Exorcism, and Ace has been kind of using that willy-nilly. I don't know about Mika here. That's a DD troll. But
Tyga's there to help him out,
yeah,
per normal.
that's what we were talking about. No saves, just the counter initiation. He's been doing a really good job walling people off with those fissures. Passive shovel from the Oracle.
Oh, God. Snake King level 9 at 25 minutes.
That's clockwork for you.
Yeah, it really is. You don't get kills, you're not getting nothing.
That's why I didn't like the Witch Doctor as much, because, like God said, he's trying to do his best to turn into a 3 position here, but that's just not what Witch Doctor does. Oh, they are going to find Zeus. No Force Staff or anything.
Oh, nice. Is this just going to be a straight-up kill? I feel everyone should just leave. Let Snake King
Let
have
him
the
have
solo kill. Give him the experience, man. What are y'all doing?
Oh, man.
He gets almost a full level and a half from that, even sharing it.
Telescope is really good for the Dire lineup, actually.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is.
For Zeus and Coddle, that's really nice.
He's going to be Yules into the air. Mickey just run at him now, and he wants to fight. There is going to be a quick disarm. Gets trapped in. Here come the ghosts now. Can they bring down Mickey? It's going to be a buyback from Quakebuss, so they will have the damage. Who wants to back out first? Neither team's backing out or going in. It looks like Liquid's the one running now. Envy Misery on the backside chasing. There's going to be a 4-step onto Mickey, but he wants to fight. Envy, they found Quakebuss. He can't do anything. There's no save. It's a dieback. Envy and Misery find him on the backside. Well played by those two.
They have a creep wave if they catch it.
And the Mango's on the ground. Tiger's like, all right, I'll take those. Wait a minute. They're about to push. We better get them.
Eternal Envy really should cut that down with his Battle Fury.
Ooh, Maldic goes out. And now do they have the damage to bring him down? He's just running in. They don't have the Zeus, but they still want to fight 4v5. There are no ghosts, so it's like that isn't even a hero.
Maledict.
But there's the Maldic, and it's eating alive. There will be another pull-in. Will it be enough, though? Mickey, I think, should survive here and will. Just runs back. I like the 4v5, right? Because Death Prophet ulti's down. They don't really have that much damage. There's the dunk. It hits on a 3, and the Fissure gets the 4th one. Can they bring him down, though? The Coddle Blast comes through. Doesn't do that much damage. It was a great initiation, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Zeus is all your damage, man.
It really is.
That's what Bristle's been enabling this whole game. You're seeing the impact of Zeus being dead right here. Long fight just doesn't benefit Liquid at all. Kind of the opposite of what we saw last game.
There's Lotus and Lotus. I don't even know who's getting stunned by what, but it looks like Nikkei will get away.
I think they're just sucking each other right now.
And they make it out. Oof. God, that felt like such a good ulti, but like you said, no Zeus, no kill.
Yeah, it was a big sequence of misplays coming out from the Zeus there. I mean, the getting called the first time is one thing, but the buyback and then, like, it's not even the clockwork hookshot. It was just getting ran at by a troll.
And so less than 1,000 gold lead now. C9, they're right back.
Ooh, Spider Legs. I love that item for heroes. Like, even DP is really good with that kind of item.
Opens up that extra item slot. You don't need your boots anymore.
It's also just about the fact that you can
Fly
position
around.
yourself differently in fights where otherwise you'd have to walk a certain direction to get on top of them, but you can kind of just walk over a cliff. Or you're like not afraid to go into the Roche pit kind of thing because you can just Spider Legs out. Eventually it can replace your boots, but...
And you do see Liquid still playing aggressive with this Bristle. They know if Ace's ulti's on cooldown, we got to do stuff.
Craggy Coat. Another nice item here against Slardar as well as the Bristle. Something like Witch Doctor doesn't really care about the attack speed loss, but he kept the Pupil's Gift instead. Nobody cares about these tier 3 items, looks like. Oh, Quickening Charm, another... Dude, they're getting some good items this game. Some of the tier 3s kind of suck in my opinion, but...
Yeah, Telescope, Quickening Charms, those are some of the better ones for sure. There's going to be a stun. It does hit onto Tuba. Mickey just going to start running at him. Snake King, he actually pulls him in with them. We'll have to get pushed away, lose some mana. Satanic picked up by Troll. Can he make this fight? Looks like Gray's the only one not here. Eternal Envy now trying to just kill Boxy, but he is in the river. Another great block by the Earthshaker.
Dude, both teams just running away from the opponent carry.
All right, look at this pile of die. He's like, I'm ulting myself, and here's going to be the ulti from Ace. This time, this could be a bad one for Liquid. We'll see, though. Pile of die. Is he going to survive? No, he does go down beyond
nice
godlike for Mickey. On the backside, it will be Boxy dying. Mickey, he's so damn tanky. Or the Ghost? No! Ooh. They don't do nothing. They disappear themselves.
Yeah, the Lotus Orb keeps reflecting the DP Spirit Siphon.
Completely cancels
So,
it.
yeah, Mickey's just healing from it too, which is pretty funny.
He's got this really right idea with every fight where he's just running at the Oracle. Like, wherever he thinks the Oracle is, or once he knows where Oracle is, that's the only target that matters for Mickey at the start of each fight.
Yeah, he's built so that he ignores the troll, and then he's built to be enough of a threat to the supports that he... the Lotus Orb's interesting because, yeah, it's a defensive item, but it allows him to be a threat through the troll because he gets Whirling Axe and then just Lotuses it off. So he's properly itemized such that the troll damage output is negligible. And he's queuing up a Rapier on Troll Warlord. Giving him that True Strike is a completely relevant buff here to the item.
100%.
Against the Halberd as well as the Blinding Light, but...
We've been seeing it a little bit more, right? I mean, even the Wraith King, Medusa's especially, obviously, but... I mean, do you hate it? Do you think he
I just think
should?
Abyssal is necessary this game,
Okay.
so if he gets the Rapier, I think he'll still need an Abyssal to do what he wants to do. He did keep the Spider Legs himself, so maybe that's his idea for helping him close the gap, but... It kind of feels like one of those games for me where I'm trolled, but no matter how many items I get, I don't know if I can carry this game.
I think that feeling is kind of why he goes for the Rapier, where he's just like, well, I'm going to have this huge kill threat on any hero in the game. I've got this Satanic to give me at least some sustain and survivability. Let's just go all in because I'm not killing anyone without a Rapier, is kind of what he's saying.
Well, Mickey, there's not even going to be cogs used. He's just running straight at him, and there it is. It's going to be all the cores squaring up against each other. Hook shots there. Fisher hits onto 2. He finds Foxy, gets pushed away. The Zeus ulti's there. This might just be the DP dying again, and it will be Pilot Eye ulting to save him. So Envy needs to be careful, knowing that's not there, and they'll just back out.
Yeah, no DP ult just yet, so didn't feel comfortable trying to turn the fight on this Bristle.
That's the other area where the Bristle Lotus is so good. When you run the DP, she can't just Spirit Siphon you when the Lotus is on you.
Well, there's the Solar Crest now in Mickey as well. It's bouncing back and forth, but he really doesn't have many cares.
He is stunned, but
that's it.
What that actually accomplishes is the real question.
Well, slowly beat down this tower. Siege unit pumping more and more damage. That was a miss by it. He's trying. Saving that Siege unit, and well, Coconut's bouncing, stunning them both there. And he's staying. He wants the Siege unit. He's like, nah, we're not losing this bad boy. Yep, continues just beat down. Now he will back out. All right, so it is deniable now.
Yeah,
Roche
2-3
is
is
up
not
if they
nearly
wanna
as important.
Go Roche.
It is unhealable damage, though, Grant.
It is. Well, no, they both
No.
have repair kits
Yeah.
on in the game.
It is only limited healable damage, Grant.
A finite amount of healing.
Did take the Craggy coat on the Clockwork, so he's super tanky, but what does that actually accomplish? Not sure.
It seems that he's been going on a boxy like every fight. Is that... does he have to? I'm just not sure.
I think it's his job to take Slardar and or Earthshaker out of the fight as
Okay.
much as possible. At this point, if he goes on Zeus, he just gets counter-initiated on and dies probably, so if he can take the stunners out of the Team Liquid side, it's probably the best use of his time in the fights. But as an offlaner Clock, that just does not feel good. You kind of want to be a threat yourself. But in these types of games, I've learned, your job ends up being just throwing your body at the enemy and hoping your team kills them while you do that.
Oof. Nimbus.
I really like what Ace is doing with the 2 neutral items. He has the Quickening Charm, and then I assume he's swapping to the Craggy once he uses his Exorcism.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Oh, yeah. Clockwork, he doesn't even have a neutral item, and well,
the
he's just going to
Cold.
go down immediately.
Troll's not nearly as good against Coddle ulti and stuff like that as it used to be, because you ult and then you hit heroes rather than the ulti itself.
Can they get boxy? It does
Oh,
slow,
the
but
Earthshaker?
he's gone. Ooh.
That was
Look
a
at him.
potential juicy Echo Slam right there.
He would think.
He's actually really farmed on Coddle.
Yeah. I mean, he just sat top like the whole game when they were roaming middle.
Yeah, the Oracle's net worth this game is very scarily low here, and Clockwork is now bottom of the barrel after that buyback.
Yeah. He's going to have to. Mickey just runs uphill, though, with the
Ace
Solar
is
Crest
smoked,
as well.
looking for the wraparound, but they spot him.
No blink forward from the Slar. Is Snaking just dead? Is he going to have to... They don't even want to use ulti
Dude,
from the
they-
Oracle.
They held it.
They have no answer for this Bristle.
I mean, that's just Roche,
He's-
right? The King getting tipped.
Insania said he was going to learn about his voice line usage from Jabs, who is really doing it a good time during the games. The mental warfare, very important.
Are you guys voice liners?
I usually am too forgetful, like I just don't remember.
I only own a couple of heroes.
Okay. I was going to hope one of you guys didn't own Dota Plus either, but I guess it's just me. I mean, you have to go for the Rapier at this point now, right? Like, you want to get a Pistol, but you're probably about to lose the racks here.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to actually threaten this Bristle from being the raid boss that he is. Because even though it doesn't look like he does damage, Bristle Ultimate does a lot of damage.
And the Quill's just stacking up if you don't pay attention. Corrosive Haze.
204 bonus damage coming out from his ulti.
Damn. And he's soloing it through the repel. Oh, he's going for the 9. Doesn't quite get it. Sorry, Ace. And Envy, did he?
Yeah, he's
Oh, I thought he got his
something,
TP
or-
canceled by
No.
Nimbus, but he didn't. I
He's
thought.
buying that Rapier.
Yes.
It might end up being an MKB. I think that's why he bought the Demon Edge first. Maybe he
Okay.
just wanted buyback. But I think MKB would not be good. I think he has to commit.
Also, the one thing with the MKB is he can actually afford it, whereas Rapier
Yeah,
doesn't have the
yeah.
money for it.
It's true as well.
Hook shot's gonna whip, and that would have been on the Coddle with the Troll DD there, but unfortunately, Snaking does miss. A little bit of that mental warfare getting into his head now. Okay, just beating down. I mean, no one, you only see the Coddle on the screen. They can just stay so far back from this Bristle, and he is not threatened. Zeus doesn't even have to be there. They're going to blink for him. They're going to look for Eternal Envy. Does have the spider legs. Tries to wander over the trees, gets blocked. He can run around it, obviously.
Yeah, they can't commit onto this, though.
Oh my
the
goodness, dude,
Bristleback,
they're
though.
just throwing a ulti after ulti, and they're going to try to chase, but they can't do it quite yet.
Okay, Coddle ulti used. Oracle, no buyback, though.
There he
Oh,
goes
they're on
down.
the Coddle. Oh, two-man cogs.
And they get it. It's a 1-for-1. That's going to be instant buyback from the Coddle. Another Fisher hits on 4.
I don't know exactly what the intent of that buyback is. Maybe in case a fight continue breaking out, he does have some crucial aura items for his team, but they don't exactly have any abusable cooldowns right now on Cloud9. You know, DP didn't use exorcism or
Maybe it's
anything
because
like
they have
that.
Aegis and they just want to keep threatening high ground.
Yeah, just seems a bit antsy, but
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
There goes another Maledict. Just pop it and hope he runs.
I like how Bristles all of his cosmetics turn purple when he gets maledicted.
Zeus ult thing just to scout. Now it's to go for a kill bottom, possibly. Envy did get Nimbused once. He's just trying to run away, but Taiga doesn't miss those. Just doesn't miss those blocks, but there's going to be the ulti pop. He heals all the way to full. Boxy will get locked down for a little bit, gets the slow axe, and they want to commit uphill. Envy, he is not scared right now. He did use Satanic and his ulti at the same time. He's got to be careful.
Rapier
While
money.
Range Rack's top go down.
I think Envy's Rapier's coming on the courier. Enemy shop. Yeah, there we go.
You're right. Mickey's just literally sitting in their base by
Two
himself.
lanes of racks are
killing
gone,
stuff.
by the way.
Mickey's just killing their base while they 4v5.
He's got
Oh.
Abyssal, so he can close the gap.
And there's the Rapier. This is it. I mean, it was going to come down to one fight, but now you've got the Rapier.
Feels like you're at a big deficit for this fight, though.
Yes. When you're 12k down and you have to go Rapier 4th item, yeah, you're probably not feeling too hot. Again, they just go on Will the Nimbus hit again. It does.
I don't even know if that Rapier is going to feel like it does a lot of damage to this Bristle still.
I'm curious. There's the Abyssal Fort, and he's trying. Well, he's doing more than 1 damage now. At least they try to commit forward. Ultimate on to the Witch Doctor, but it gets Lotus
Kinda
again.
worked.
Okay.
Can they bring him down? He does have the Aegis,
They
though.
are 2 lanes of racks down. Eternal Envy's prime time.
It is. But it doesn't even. Will he lose the Aegis? I don't think so.
Okay. Now he just needs Abyssal Butterfly, and he's got this game unlocked.
They need to try going this Bristle as the Aegis expires,
Or something
or
like that.
some like sick timing play.
Let's see. They just pressure. They know as long as they sit down here, those top and middle lanes are just going to naturally push in. There's going to be the last tier 3 going down here. Continued goo flying on Envy. He's actually blocked right there. I didn't even notice. Hook shot. Oh, misses, and they try to jump forward. Ace is here. Doesn't pop his ulti because he doesn't have it up. Just the Aghanims, and they jump forward. He might just be dead. Will he get the Yules up? No.
What?
Instantly brought down, and he had no ulti. I think this might be over. He hits a 2-man and then a 3-man Fisher, and I believe this game might just be over here. They are running him down. Envy has the Rapier. They don't even want him. They're not even trying to kill him. They just kill everyone else.
They just kite Envy. They halberd him. The Earthshaker just basically ultis Envy to stun him with then Fissure and Totem and kite him around.
Uh-oh, but now Envy in
There
a
you go.
little bit of trouble. Looks for himself. Pilot Eye goes down, does get his ulti out before that, trying to smash him, but he's attacking the Bristle from behind. He can't really change it himself. Is maledicted. He's eating a lot of damage. They force staff him 3 times, finally makes it out. Nimbus there. Envy goes down. Rapier there. Insania says, I'll take it for my net worth. Thank you.
That's like a quadruple damage.
It
right
is.
there.
He is top 6. 5. I
And the
can't do
Mask of
math.
Madness to
Oh
finish the
my
game.
goodness.
This man means business.
And yeah, that was a...
He's laughing.
Yeah. I wouldn't. That was probably the most even game, honestly, we've had so far. And even then, Liquid felt like they were ahead most of it. But we had Envy. Envy was farming. He was up there. He got a clean Battle Fury timing at 15 minutes, clean Yasha. Then that, once again, one fight bottom. And it felt like, again, it just completely changes.
I think a better team would have picked like a Phoenix for a position, something like that. A hero that naturally scales really well with farm. In this game, I really do think their crippling factor was their 2 supports and 3 position. None of them farm.
No.
And it's not a shock that Eternal Envy has all that farm and can't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's true. And we are going to have to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to break it down. We are going to have a losers interview. We're going to hear everything from everyone that you need to know. You just have to be a little bit patient, and we'll see you then. And welcome back. We have just finished series number 3. Already joined us, Insania. And, yep, you guys get the 2-0. You do it on the back of a Mask of Man as Rape, your coddle that did most of the work. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes you just got to step up and carry your team, you know? 5 life is hard, so it felt nice to play carry for once and, you know, get that mom, get that rapier, and just hit people to death.
Yeah, and you were just talking about how apparently Mickey says a lot of his kills get stolen. I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. You guys have 23 kills, and he was 18 of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I guess we stole 4 kills from him, and we got to work on that, but... You know, we're not perfect. We're trying our best, but hopefully for the next series, we'll be able to pull all the kills onto him and not steal any kills from Mickey.
I wish my supports all reacted to me the same way you just did just now.
Thank you.
That's the right attitude, and we respect that.
That's what I think too. Yeah, you core players don't get enough. I feel like you guys get way too much flack. Like,
thank you.
Should get all the kills. Like,
why should I only get 80% of them?
I mean, I noticed now that I have like 67 CS. I think that's pretty bad on my end.
Yeah.
That should be closer to 0.
That should be like 15 max.
How did it? I mean, in all honesty, though, it felt like Mickey, he just left top lane, started doing the jungle. You just got a free lane top, right? That has to feel good as a 5
It feels great, man. It feels great. Mickey's a great carry player to have because he's always down to give you some space, like real talk. He doesn't really mind if he gets a bit less farm.
I mean, he was a part of 22 of your 23 kills.
Yeah.
That just shows...
That's crazy.
He'll just
it really is crazy.
Fuck shit up, but we farm.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about like preparing for a team that's totally brand new like that? Like
Like
Cloud9,
this?
yeah, like they're totally new roster. Like, do you have any different approach to like, we got to game plan differently because they're a new team, or?
Normally, we just prep by like preparing ourselves, and we work on like what we think would be like a good overall way to approach most teams. And then like between our like strategies, we decide like, oh, this is the direction we want to go in. Like they're a bit slower, they're a bit faster, something like that. But this event specifically, we're kind of we're just trying to have a good time and get back into form and like discuss what we're doing wrong, and we're not really putting too much emphasis on the heroes. So hopefully like the viewers will enjoy that we do some different drafts and some different stuff. Yeah.
Were you when that Zeus diebacked? Were you a little bit nervous when Quake would dieback? No.
No.
You're good.
This game felt in the bag for a long time.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. It felt pretty safe.
Did part of that have to do with neither of their 2 supports or 3 positions, like scaling it all with farm?
Yeah, I think when they picked Witch Doctor, it felt very good. Yeah, I mean, it could be very good against Bristol, but I think in the current like day and age of Dota, if the game is slow enough like this, Bristol just doesn't care.
Eventually, he'll get the Lotus Orb, and
I mean, even without it, he like tanked Maledict. With bashing into his back.
Yep. Well, that is the end of that series. But guess what? You're on another series next. It's going to be Liquid versus OG Seed. Any words before we go away?
No, it's going to be fun to play OG.
It will be, yes. Indeed. They already took a game off EG as well. You know, that rivalry. See if there's another one in store. We are going to go to a quick break. Just kidding. Did you know that BTS here loves doing giveaways? We
do.
Brian, I already got it. I've memorized it. You're talking to the king. Well, I didn't memorize it, but I know it's the giveaway. They love doing giveaways. And you can enter for the Loot Bet Dota Summit 12 giveaway for your chance to win 100 euros. Damn. Courtesy of LootBet, a Monster Energy gaming chair, backpack, and hat, and some new LootBet Dota Summit 12 merchandise. BTS.gg/giveaway. Free stuff. Brian, you'll always take it, right?
I will always take free stuff, Greg.
Gods, you would.
Absolutely.
Like, who wouldn't? You'd have to be a dumbass not to. So make sure BTS.gg/giveaway. We're going to take a quick break. When we're back, get ready. It's going to be Liquid versus OG Seed very soon.